Hello, you guys. So, just wanted to come on here for a moment to do a quick update about Madalina Cojocari. Sorry, her last name is a mouthful. There are a couple things that I wanted to show you guys actually. So, the first thing I wanted to show you is an article, and this is from the New York Post, and they actually have a video here as well, and they're talking about the Cornelius Police Department and a statement that they've made. So let me just go ahead and read it to you actually. So the mother and stepfather of missing North Carolina girl Madalina Cojocari are clearly, that's a quote, withholding information about her disappearance, police said. Cornelius Police Department Captain Jennifer Thompson on Tuesday accused Diana and her husband of failing to disclose everything they know about the disappearance of the sixth grader who was reported missing 3 weeks after her last sighting. Okay, so let me take just a second.
Search warrant for Madalina's home to make sure we legally gathered each and every possible piece of evidence to find Madalina. We know everyone has a lot of questions. We also have questions and are doing everything we can with proper legal authority to get those answers. We know you understand us sharing investigative details could harm our efforts in finding Madalina. The Cornelius Police Department is so grateful for the tremendous outpouring of support. This is a serious case of a child whose parents clearly are not telling us everything they know.
Okay, so that's a pretty big statement. Let's continue just for a moment and see. Cojocari and Paul Mateer have both been charged with failing to report a child as missing to law enforcement. Both parents were scheduled to appear in court Wednesday, but actually they rescheduled that. There's Madalina. Beautiful girl. According to court documents that emerged last week, Madalina's mother told police she, quote, believed her husband put her family in danger, unquote. We know that she was last seen November 23rd, and that night, mom got into an argument with her husband, and then he went off to Michigan, which is really strange. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys, mom's family member has now spoken out, and they've done it with someone overseas, because we know that her family is, she is an immigrant. And this article is actually translated with Google. So, for what it's worth, let me show you guys. There may be, a word or two off, basically. So translated with Google, this is what the article said. On the 13th or 14th, she talked to her sister on the phone. She was emotional. She was crying. So this is Madalina's mom's sister, Madalina's aunt, who did the interview. Okay, so she was emotional. She was crying. She was upset. She thought that everything was falling apart around her. Although she was alone at home, she carefully measured her words with great fear. Fear saying that her phone was being listened to, computer controlled. The sister asks her by whom, and she answers by her husband, or by the people her husband appointed. She was crying a lot and was very afraid of her husband, saying she doesn't want to blame him, that she feels guilty for allowing something like this in the last 2 years, and that she feels followed by someone even when she spends the little girl's time at school or when she goes shopping. Her greatest desire now is to find the girl. Her sister was asked if she somehow told her on the phone what she supposes happened to the little girl, and she answered saying that she supposes her husband, but she said it with great fear of him. He cried continuously as if he did not realize the situation. Then he spoke and cried again. She also told her sister that on the day the girl disappeared, November 23rd, she woke up in the morning as if she had woken up from a general anesthesia. Vomiting, nausea, dizziness, severe headaches, and the first thing she did, she went to the little girl's room to see if she was feeling well. If she was not feeling as well as she was, then she saw that the little girl was no longer in the room. Oh, to see if the little girl was not feeling as well as she was. Then she saw that she was no longer in the room. She mentioned that her husband went to Michigan for 3 days. He said that he immediately set out and looked for the girl all over the area where I live, the whole neighborhood. She said that she did not inform the police because she is very afraid of her husband. The sister does not explain why she has this fear because she knows her well. She knows what kind of person she is. And I'll just do this so you guys can screenshot so you can actually see. I know sometimes it's a little too small. So this way you can screenshot and maybe read it yourself. Here's the second part. After talking to her sister and her mother, they advised her to go immediately to ask for help. She went to school, and then together with the school, they went to the police. This is the real version. The sister says that she read on the internet that her sister is an alcoholic, a drug addict, but she guarantees that is not true. She said that she comes from a good, normal family of intellectual parents, father a teacher, mother an accountant who worked honestly all their lives. The aunt from Moldova anonymously says that Diana's only fault is that she did not go to police sooner to report the girl's disappearance. The World also says about Diana that she is mentally ill, but the sister said that she subscribes with her hand that it is not true. She guarantees 100% that such a thing is categorically excluded. Wow. Okay, you guys, so that's pretty crazy. I just wanted to bring you this article really quick. Actually, it's a Twitter post of a person who translated the article, but they do link the article. And here's the Twitter name so you can see. This way you guys can go check it out if you want at 901 Lulu. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night or a good morning wherever you are. And I love you all and appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.